Hello everyone. Today I will be going over how to create and export a PDF map using aerial imagery. I will also be including my site, Holmes Park, located in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We will begin by finding the correct shapefile for my site. Mine is in Minneapolis, Minnesota, in Hennepin County, so I'm going to find my shapefile right on the Hennepin County Open Data ArcGIS website. That is gis-hennepin.opendata.arcgis.com. We're going to type in Hennepin County Parks, and we're going to click on this first result right here. Over on the right where it says download, we're going to click the drop arrow and select shapefile. And while that's downloading, we're also going to be finding our aerial photograph that we'll be using. Today we'll be using Earth Explorer. That is earthexplorer.usgs.gov. It'll bring you to this first page where you can see it says search criteria. Since my site is in Minneapolis, I have zoomed in to the area in which the park that I will be studying is. Over here on the left side where it says use map, we'll click that. And if you scroll out, you can see that the frame is now selected with my point of interest located within the border, so that is perfect. We can now continue on to data sets. Today we'll be using Landsat collection, so you may pick and choose which you would like to search under. We're just going to leave all of these so we can see all the different results that we can get from that. Up here at the top, we're going to click the Results tab. And as you can see, there's a bunch of tiles over here. You can view them by clicking this button right here, and it will project it onto your map. That doesn't look like a great image, but you can play around testing different ones until you find one that is right. We'll go with this one today. Clicking this button to download, where it says download options, we will select Landsat Look Images with Geographic Reference. This ensures that the map will be on the correct place of the map and not floating some random area in the ocean. I've been there. If you click the arrow and click Show in Folder, you can now see the two downloads that we have just selected. I am going to select these and place them into my tutorial folder so that I can keep them organized. I've already actually done this just to save time in this tutorial today, but it is important to make sure that you know where all your files are and that you right-click and click Extract All to ensure that your folders are extracted as well in case they're zipped. We're now ready to go into ArcGIS, and we're going to get rid of these layers since we'll be putting in our own aerial photography. We won't be needing that. Let me adjust that there. First step is to add a folder connection. We're going to be using that folder where we put all of our shape files. I also saved my ArcGIS file to that as well, just to keep things nice and organized. As you can see, we don't have any folder connections yet, so we'll right-click this and select Add Folder Connection. From here, we're going to find that folder that we were using. For me, I named it Tutorial, but you can use whatever folder you choose as long as you know which one it is and where you have all your files. We'll select OK. And now, when we click that drop-down arrow, we can now see all of the shapefiles and the aerial imagery that we had selected before. We're going to start out with this Hennepin County Park shapefile. So we're gonna actually export my park as a shapefile by right-clicking Hennepin County Maps, selecting Data, and clicking Export Features. When this pops up, I make sure that my file, Hennepin County Parks, is in my input features. My output location is in my geo database for the project, and for the outputs, I'm just going to give it a name. Make sure you don't put any spaces there since this will be a shapefile, and we'll click New Expression. Under here, I've already opened the attribute table, and I know that the park attribute for names is called park name. So we're going to select that, where park name is equal to, and the name of my park, Holmes Park. We can click OK. And now when we uncheck this, all that's remaining is my park. You can make sure that's right by clicking on it. And boom, there you go. All right, so now we can go ahead and add our aerial imagery. As you can see over here, we got 3 different ones. We can click these down arrows, and they have a couple different bands we can try. You can add them just by clicking them and dragging. And you can see all the different options. So that's that one. We can look at band 2, see what that looks like. Band 3. I think I like band 2 the most, so I'm gonna select that one. Getting rid of these 2. All right. So next, we're ready to create a layout. If you go up to Insert, New Layout, you can click whatever orientation or size you like. I'm just going to go with Landscape, Letter. Just clicking that to select. Up at the top, where it says where it says Map Frame, we'll click that down arrow. You can see our map right here, so we'll click that, and just by clicking and dragging, we will input that right onto our page. Double clicking that, we can do different adjustments by clicking display options. We can adjust the scale. Putting it to wherever you think that needs to be for this project. Then we will also be adding a title by clicking straight text. You can call your map what you wish. Just to keep things simple, I'm just going to call it tutorial. It's a bit big, so I'm going to click over here where it says format text, text symbol. I'm going to click the down arrow where it says appearance, and I am going to decrease this significantly. And let's see, I like uppercase for a title, so I'm going to do that as well. And also this font is really ugly, so while we're here, for my sanity. And then we'll click apply to apply these changes. And we got those 2 elements. Next, we'll be needing a legend. By clicking that and then dragging on the screen, just as we did with the map, that draws out our legend. You can see Holmes Park labeled there. If we want, we can actually right-click or do a slow double-click and add a space there. And you can see that change reflected here in the legend. Now that it's no longer just the name for the shapefile, we're allowed to incorporate spaces, and it reads a little bit better that way. So there's that. Next, we'll need a scale bar. Click down there, select that. Again, click and drag. You can go ahead and adjust this how you wish. I'm gonna make sure that I change the font to lowercase because I just like how that looks a lot better. And then the font is a bit big. I think we could make that a little smaller as well. All right. And then lastly, we just need to add a north arrow. So we'll click down here, select one that you think looks best, and then again, just click and drag. And there we go. We have all of the required elements and a title, and that's that. Now all we have to do is export it. So we'll click this little share tab up here at the top. Click this little arrow where it says layout and export. These parameters are looking all right to me. We'll make sure it says PDF there, which it does. And it's going to be going right into the folder that I want. And yeah, we're rocking. So we're going to click this little export button right here. And if we click this, it will bring us to our finished file. Thank you for watching.